Hey guys, we're back with another LockNet video newsletter. Your host Eric here.
Hey guys, I'm Whitney, and today we're talking about biometrics. And while it's not something we do here yet at LockNet, hopefully it could be, on down the line eventually.
Yeah.
What brought it up, I was thinking back in second grade, 1987, many moons ago. They asked everybody in my class to draw a picture of what they thought the year 2000 was going to be like. And 7-year-old Whitney was very optimistic and had high hopes for our space program because she thought that people were going to be living on the moon and we were going to have flying cars. And I also thought that we would no longer have keys because I drew like the scanner for people to scan their hands for doors. So it was biometric locks everywhere.
To be fair, that was your most astute observation.
Right? That's pretty impressive for a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
Anyways, pat myself on the back with that. To be fair, my mom let me watch Blade Runner, which is not the most appropriate choice. But I had an older brother, so that's what we watched. But in Blade Runner, they do the whole, they don't just scan a body part, like retina or
They scan all of it for an emotional response.
Yeah, so you there was no way you could fake it in Blade Runner. You had to be for real who you were. But I thought it would be an interesting topic today. I know it's something that we don't talk about a ton, but it's relevant to what we do.
Well, what's interesting is I was actually doing some research on the matter, and as far back as 1860, they were actually doing full handprints of criminals to help identify them. And more recently, say around 1960, the government got their first sort of iris reading prototypes.
That's so crazy to me, in 1960?
Yeah, as far back as that. Now, I think back then it was much more simplistic than it is now, but they were actually able to start reading them.
Were they integrating them with locks?
No, it was just strictly developing the tech.
Okay.
And then, but as soon as 1997, we had our first commercially available biometric systems. Now, even back then, they were very much different than what we have now.
Right.
But you can see, nowadays, we actually have iris scanners and we have fingerprint scanners on our phones. You can see how this is advancing at a very fast pace. Every generation just gets bigger.
Right. So it won't shock me within, years down the road that we aren't doing that. And like you said, right now we have electronic access that we can...
Yeah, if you had an access control system and instead of the badge you put a fingerprint reader or an iris scanner, it's something you could easily integrate with an existing electrified lock or a new electrified lock system you want to install.
Which I think even proves further the point that we're going so fast and we're evolving so quickly in the security world that is something that people really do have to be aware of. Right now, when you think of biometric locks, you think of high security facilities like the government and places like that are, I would say it is probably the highest security.
Yeah, the government generally has the highest level security.
Yeah. So they would use biometrics because, there's really, unless, like you said, gone in 60 seconds, they had
the fake fingerprint.
They steal the fingerprint.
Glue to their finger.
Yeah, to get in and steal those cars. Yeah. So unless people are chopping off fingers and stealing fingerprints.
Eyeballs. Anyways.
Maybe popping out eyeballs. I don't know what people are into these days. Whatever. It depends on what they're trying to steal, I guess.
Kind of like you said, it's not too far-fetched to think in the next 10 years they may be just integrated into locks and you could go down to Home Depot and buy them.
Right. Yeah. Which is kind of scary at the same time that it's moving that fast. I don't know. Anyways, we thought it would just be a fun little topic to touch on today. So we want to know if you guys have any questions about biometric locks, if there's something that you are curious about or you have a story to tell us, or maybe you were 7 years old in 1987 and you also thought that we were going to be living on the moon.
Yeah.
You could leave it in the comment boxes down below. We want to hear it. So if you have any more questions, you can always email me directly at whitneyd@locknet.com.
Send me whatever you've got for the future, erice@locknet.com.
All right, guys, we hope you enjoyed watching and we hope you tune in next time. Thanks.
Bye, guys.